Hello guys, my name is Lekon Gidigbe Enoch and I'm super pumped and absolutely excited to be standing before you today to do this. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel and permit me please, I couldn't grab my camera today, beg your pardon. I couldn't grab my mic today, so I'm going to be using a connecting mic, using the phone, but that's by the way. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for the engagement. It's been about 6 months that I did anything on my channel. But just coming back, I still got the amount of engagement. Thank you so much. I do not take it for granted. So let's just cut to the chase. Today I just feel to stand to make this recording instead of sit in the usual way. And I ought to have dropped a video last Friday because it ought to be every Friday. But I recorded a video last week, but I wasn't really totally appreciating the output. So I just felt to just drop it. Right, so you're gonna realize that from 2 weeks ago, and I started speaking about around the subject of man, what it means to be a man, what it means to come up correctly as a man. I just laid a preamble. Just started it, but today I said I'm gonna be fleshing it out a little. So now the first question is, what comes to your mind when you hear the word man? What comes to your mind when you hear man? When you hear be a man, act like a man, think like a man, what comes to your mind? So the thing is that I've come to realize that no society is in isolation of its worldviews. No society can live in isolation from its worldviews, in the sense that if a group of people begin to come together, their coming together begins to form a worldview. It begins to form a way of seeing things. It begins to form a perception. That was how kneeling to greet started. That was how prostrating to greet started. It was because a set of people firstly came together, and on the strength of their coming together, something had to come out as a worldview, as a way of seeing life. So we're in the 21st century, and because the world has gone around and around many times, there is now a way wherein if you hear the word man, there is already a set in stone way of seeing it. But I'm just going to be demystifying certain things today, that being a man is beyond the norm, is beyond the usual. Being a man is beyond just providing for the home, is beyond just getting things to work. Being a man primarily is responsibility. You're going to realize that even English people at times, they love interchangeably using this. They can say, man the gate, man the door, man the office. Why? Because when you hear the word man, it's primarily responsibility. That loosely translates into the fact that if a man is in a certain place, there must be order. Things should go the way it should go. People should not be bothered. People should not be, a man should not be there, and there will still be a need for an external supervision. The external supervision should only just come and just vet what is expected to be done, not to be bringing counsel and perspective to do what the man in place ought to do. Right now, there is a decline in the way men should operate. Why? Because the indoctrination has not been passed down appropriately. So when people hear the word man, they say a young person just wants to hustle and just make money. That is the only thing on their heart, just to make money. Because they think that the entirety of being a man is tied to money. Because it's possible for a person to have a lot of money in their account and they are still not sane, and they are still not very smart. So we must not pick all of these things in isolation. We must try to marry all of them together, so that we are going to be raising a next generation of men that are coming up correctly. I'll tell you for free, friends, men are vital in the program of life. All of the things that is going to happen in life, a man puts a bird in the sky, which is an aircraft. A man puts a shipping vessel on the water, which people used to, a man made a train. So, and when I say man right now, it's not just generic, right? So we must be careful. We must be intentional about the kind of men that are being raised in the coming life, in the coming generation, I beg your pardon. And we must know that it is boys that becomes men. Men must be taught holistically. I'm going to still be delving into many things, as even touching maybe the bodies, how to react to your body, when your body, when you're beginning to advance and your body is beginning to, do the normal biological things it should do, how it should be handled. I feel like strongly that, a lot of persons are not indoctrinated appropriately. So that is why you cannot bend a man when a man is 50 already and he has been seeing the world from just a certain perspective. You can't bend him no more. And may we not see that such a person is now holding a particular position that either makes people or mar them. There'll be many issues. I'm gonna drop this here today. Thank you so much, friends. Let me see in the let me know in the comment section when you hear the word man, what comes to your heart. Endeavor to like, comment, share, subscribe. See you guys next week.